Mr. Tolly Collins, who was born in Australia and now lives here in Peru, and who actually happens to be my next door neighbor.
Hello Natty, it's a pleasure to be here helping you with your English.
Yay! Thank you for me for this interview. The first question, can you tell us how long are you living in Peru and what was the main reason to move here?
I have been living in Peru for 25 years and I came here as an experiment when the company I was working for in Australia closed, and the experiment has lasted 25 years.
It may be difficult to get used to a new country, new culture, and of course new language. How did you manage it?
It helped me that my wife is Peruvian, so we could speak Spanish at home, and if I had difficulties she could help me with English. But the important thing is to speak Spanish at home.
Cute. Yes. It may be exhausting to speak and hear Spanish all the time. Charo, your wife may be supportive with this part, isn't she?
Yes, as I just said, we speak Spanish at home, which helps me learn Spanish, but as my wife is an English teacher, with any problem we can use English, so I didn't have a difficulty really.
Okay. If you were back in Australia right now, what would be the first thing you would do?
I would like to go to the beach in Australia because in Lima the beaches have cold water, stones, algae, and the sand is like grey cement. But in Australia the water is warm, the sand is white, and I really miss the beaches in Australia.
I think I like Australia for that, because I don't like stones. It may be hard to get used when you return to your land after so many years in another country. Have you ever felt like that?
Yes, Natty, this is a very good question. When I last returned to my beautiful city of Adelaide, after a week I missed the crazy Lima activity and the crazy traffic. It was almost too quiet and organised there.
Why? So weird.
I have now become used to Lima's chaos.
After so many years, what Australian customs are still practiced by you?
Well, after 25 years living in Peru, I still meet with hora inglesa, not hora peruana. I cannot accustom myself to the hora peruana.
You made it there. In Peru, we're always late for everything. Will you tell us a funny story about how you and Charo mixed up their own traditions?
When Charo came to Australia to live, before I came to Lima, we had planned for Christmas dinner, which is on the 25th in Australia, and had invited some friends. But in the morning, my wife thought that Christmas dinner was in the evening, and I told her that the friends were coming at 1 o'clock for lunch, because Christmas dinner in Australia is at lunchtime. I could complete that. The difference is that in Australia we do not celebrate Christmas in the evening of the 24th at midnight. We celebrate it at midday on the 25th.
I actually like to open all my presents in the 25th because it's better. So I will do that. We have to do that.
to do that.
I know that you have adopted many pets. Which one is the most spoiled?
I have a little Australian bird here, a cockatiel. He was born in Lima, but he is an Australian bird.
Australia has a lot of amazing dishes. Which one is your favorite? Could you tell us the ingredients?
The dish I most miss from Australia is lamb. I like a roast leg of lamb cooked in the oven, because the lamb in Peru is very hard, very tough.
And finally, could you give us some advice to people who migrate to a new country?
If you go to a new country, it is important to make friends and speak the language, and not hide in your house and watch American English television.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, my pleasure, Natty.
Chicken.